the Indian defense Zondian makes an appearance as Zherebtsova and Perunovic prepare for a tactical duel in Montenegro League 2025 Premier Round 5. On d4. Knight f6. On c4. On e6 leads us into Indian defense Zondian. Knight f3. On d5. On g3. Bishop d6. Bishop g2. King castled kingside. King castled kingside. Knight c6. Knight bd2. On a5. On b3. Knight e4. Perunovic is looking to play. Knight c3. Queen e1. Knight b4. Knight b1. Knight takes a2 and put immense pressure on the opponent. Bishop b2 played by Zherebtsova. On f5. On a3. On b6. Queen c2. Threatening pawn takes d5. Bishop b7 played by Perunovic. Rook a d1, it is novelty move. Queen e8. Knight e5. Knight e7. Knight d3. Zherebtsova might go for. On c5. On takes c5. On takes c5. Rook c8. Rook c1. On f4. On takes d6 and take decisive advantage. Knight g6 played by Perunovic. On e3. Bishop a6. Rook fe1. King h8. Knight f4. Zherebtsova is planning to play. On takes d5. On takes d5. Knight takes d5. Knight takes d2. Rook takes d2 and dominate the board. On c6 played by Perunovic. On c5. Zherebtsova considers playing. On takes d6. Knight takes f4. On takes f4 and gain a significant edge. On takes c5 played by Perunovic. Knight takes e4. On takes e4. On takes c5. Bishop c7. Bishop h3. Zherebtsova wants to play. Bishop takes g7 check. King takes g7. Knight takes e6 check. King g8. Knight takes c7 and secure a strong hold in the game. Bishop takes f4 played by Perunovic. On takes f4. On e5. Threatening pawn takes f4. On f5 played by Zherebtsova. Threatening pawn takes g6. Bishop c8 played by Perunovic. Perunovic is looking to play. Bishop takes f5. Bishop takes f5. Rook takes f5 and secure a strong hold in the game. On g4 played by Zherebtsova. Threatening pawn takes g6. Knight h4 played by Perunovic. Perunovic is looking to play. Knight f3 check. King g2. On h5. Rook takes e4. On takes g4 and gain a significant edge. Bishop g2 played by Zherebtsova. On h5 stop here and find the strongest move for Zherebtsova. On f3 is a strong choice, since on takes g4. On takes e4. Knight f3 check. Bishop takes f3. Pawn takes f3. Queen f2 position is equal. Let's analyze the main game. On h5. Threatening pawn takes g4. On h3 is not the best move played by Zherebtsova. Queen e7. On f3. Zherebtsova wants to play. Pawn takes e4. On d4. Rook d3 and seize the initiative. Knight takes g2 played by Perunovic. King takes g2. Pawn takes f3 check. King takes f3. Queen h4. Threatening queen takes h3 check. Rook h1 played by Zherebtsova. On e4 check. Do not rush. Can you find the strongest move for Zherebtsova? King g2 is logical continuation as bishop takes f5. Rook d f1. Queen g5. Queen c3. King g8. Queen e5. Still Zherebtsova is losing. Shifting to the main variation. On e4 check. King e2 slightly worse move played by Zherebtsova. Bishop a6 check. King e3. Queen g3 check. King d4. Rook a8. Time to think. Find the best continuation for Zherebtsova. Rook dg1 is a strong choice, since Queen f3. Bishop c1. On e3. King c3. On a4. On b4. Still Zherebtsova is losing. Let's explore the main line. Rook a e8. Queen h2 turns the tide in the opponent's favor. Played by Zherebtsova. Threatening queen takes g3. Queen takes b3. Perunovic dominated and took the game.